And so we're just about to start here. This is the qualifier 2 of Society Champions League. And the first ball from Venezia strikers right in front of us. Of course, the qualifier 2 between Ireland Cricket Club and Venezia strikers. This is second shot at redemption to go to the finals. If you remember, the qualifier 1 was played between Park VDC and Ireland Cricket Club. Park VDC won that one and went to the finals. Then the eliminator, Venezia, won that one, and now this is the qualifier 2 and second chance of redemption, and they strike. They strike straight away in the second ball itself. Vyomgara, who was outstanding in qualifier 1. They've lost an early wicket there. What a spin on the ball. What a strike that is. And that is a ball worthy of a qualifier. What a brilliant start for Venezia strikers. Varun Lochab, who was absolutely outstanding in qualifier 1 and tried to set his team up for a brilliant victory, but unfortunately they couldn't just pass the mark here. He'll be a very important figure here, especially after the early dismissal of Vyomgara. So huge cheers for the bowling side, and Devesh Tahiliani now comes on strike. Now once again, strikes it well, Devesh, right off the bat, and a brilliant six just clears the entire boundary there. And that's an absolutely amazing six in the end. Strikes it well, Devesh, right. Brilliant. Once again now, this time straight at the bowler. And Varun just tells him to calm down. Brilliant start for Devesh, but he just has to calm his nerves a little bit, just make sure that now he can build something with Varun. This time strikes it and the fielder there. What a drop! Well, that was brilliant fielding in the end. His reaction time, very, very good. And we see the replay right in front of us. Look at that brilliant stroke. And the fielder there reacts, but he just drops it in the end. That would have been such an important wicket. And Devesh with a lifeline there. And he has to just make sure that he makes the most of this lifeline. Yes, you need to be aggressive, but not so aggressive that you end up losing your wicket early on. Varun now, very sensible player, not played a single stroke yet, but now into the gap, brilliantly found. What a shot that is! No scope of catching that one. Stroke yet, but absolutely now brilliantly hit, and that gets them 4 runs. So 11 for 1 at the end of 1 over. Good runs, but an important wicket lost as well. Now, once again, this time a swing and a miss, but I think that's a little bit too wide. And the indication up for Kavya Jain that that's going to be a wide ball. He has to bowl that one again. Now, once again, this time facing a swing and a miss, and now half a shout. 2 balls in a row. Varun just looking on from the non-striker's end, and he's just telling Devesh to calm down a little. Maybe the demeanor of Varun is usually that of confidence and a little bit of mentorship for his fellow strikers and batters at the crease. At this time, well, there's no fail safe. Qualifier 1 had a fail safe, didn't it? Qualifier 2, if you lose, you're out. Both teams have to win this one. They want to win this one because this is what the season comes down to. This is for the cup, a chance at the cup. It comes from here. Kavajan, once again, that's going to be wide again. And well, he's a little bit confused, but the umpire clearly sees it for a wide. So Kavya comes once again. This time on target. The connection is good. It's in the air. It's going to cross all the way the boundary there and go for a big six. That's what Devesh can do when he strikes comes once again. This time on target. The connection is good. It's in the air. Absolute mammoth of a shot. This time a better ball attempted, but it's going to be wide once again. And now asking for a single, and now this time Varun says he has two fielders converging there. They get a single easily. Maybe he could have gotten a double there as well. For a moment, looked something like that. So decent ball by Kavya, just a single off it. Can you repeat the same? Legal delivery needed, and this time a very good delivery by him. Look at that. Devish just getting back in time. Really good comeback by Kavya. Three wides in the over, a single and a six. 10 runs of the over so far. Two balls left. And now this time it's swung, but there's going to be no fielder there, and it's going to clear the fence directly. I don't think he meant it to hit it there, but he will not care, Warren Willie. And now this time it's swung, but there's going to be no fielder. Mammoth once again clears the sideline, which is way, way shorter compared to. So what an over for the batting side, and Kavya, well, hmm, very expensive in the end when you think about it. 22 runs of that over, and that's usually going to impact the power play, isn't it? Usually going to impact the game plan as well. And Kavya demotivated in the end. It's the score is 33 for one after two overs, and what a start for Varun and Devesh. So fielder in charge there, so stops it. Now he's hit it straight down the line and clears the bowler there. It's going to run all the way for 4 runs because, well, no fielder straight down there, is there? You see the replay once again. What a hard hitting shot. The bowler tried to react, but unfortunately, now he's too hard down the line and clears the bowler there. It's going to run all the way for his life there. Ultimately, 4 more runs. So, Piyush Lodha in on his second over, and, well, a mixed start so far, I would say. And good ball. That's a really good ball now. That's the kind of response you need Really good ball back to back. It's in the air now. This is going to be a huge chance. Who's going to get underneath it? Easy in the air and no! Just puts it down and look at the celebration from Devesh. Loud celebration from him. See the replay once again. This was high. It's in the air now. This is going to be a huge chance. Who's going to get underneath it? One of them went for it. Just bounced off him in the end. And well, look at the celebration from Devesh. You could hear it all around. That lucky lifeline, second time for him. Second lifeline, now 38 for 1 at the end of 3 overs. Just 5 runs from this over. Now just sliced away, and that's going to get them 4 runs. 4 runs added to the kitty. Now really well hit. Just sliced away. Good ball right here. Really good ball in front of us. And now, there you have a really important wicket and celebrations to match it as well. Look at the celebrations. Devesh, well, he will be angry with himself because of that. And well, what a wicket there. Look at the celebrations of the entire team. Well, when you give, when you dish out, you take as well, isn't it? That's how it is. This time just swings out now in the gap there. The fielder's running after it, and that's going to be 4 runs now. So Akshay Chadda starts with a good four. Just cuts it slightly, swings it. That's a really good shot. The fielder saw the after a moment earlier between Team Orange, which is the Venezia Strikers, and Island Cricket Club. Devesh Tahiliani just a little bit overexcited after his drop, and well, it was given back to him after the wicket. 23 runs for him. And Akshay now at the strikers end. Varun Lochab, 16 of 5 at the non-strikers end right now. Last ball of the over. Jihan Jain. Wide, I think that's going to be. And there is the finger up. There is the indication for wide. Now, back again. I think that's going to be a wide again and hits the player there. No from Varun Lochab. Just taking it easy. Wide again. So we're still in the over, still continuing. Now and that just slightly over, right to the right of the bowler there. So that brings the fourth over to an end. 48 for two. 2 overs left in the power play now. Remember, 6 over power play here, 10 overs. It's the halfway point of the first innings. We're going to have a drinks break after that, and then we continue again after the switch of ends after 10 overs. So currently, 48 for 2, not too bad. The strike rate, economy rate is currently good, projected to reach 240 on this road. But of course, they've lost 2 wickets already and 2 really crucial ones. Devesh for 23, not too bad, but not too great as well, considering it's a qualifier 2, and Vyom, who went for a dot in his second ball itself. Varun Lochab, he is going to be a key man here today. He has to. Oh, that is a miss. The ball just kept low, and Varun Lochab very lucky. Like we were saying, he's the key man. He has to be here till the 10th or 12th over to just give them that platform. They have batting back up. They have players who can step up, but this man is in another league when he's on his game. And now catches the call, but he just finds the gap brilliantly, and that's going to run for 4. There was a chance or a shout for catch, but it would have needed superhuman effort to bring in that catch there. And now catches the call, but he just finds the gap brilliantly, and that's once again now into the attack, and good fielding there in the end. And now once again asking for a single, and you can see the fielders they're a little bit more attentive, aren't they? They care about this game. Both of the sides do, and as they should. So, fifth over comes to an end. Just 5 runs of it as well. They've slowed down in the past few overs. It's 53 for 2 after 5 overs. And who's going to get the responsibility for the next one? Just adjusting the fielder there, just clearing out the distractions. So we begin again now. Warren Lochab on strike, trying to find the gap there. Happy with no runs, no rest. Really good ball. Four on the offside there. We're still in the power play, of course, you remember. And well, four on the offside at the outer ring of the circle, and two at long off and deep cover. One defense again. Warren Lochab slightly under duress there. Akshay Chadda just watching from the sidelines. Non-striker end. Once again in the attack against the run of play, and they're gonna get a single there. So finally, some runs, two dot balls, and a single. What a start to the over for Mayank Sangvi. And this is the sixth over, the last over of the power play, and the first over for Mayank. So what a start by him. Absolutely brilliant so far. And now this time Akshay Chadda swiping a little, getting nothing. The attack once again, and a good defense. Really good defense, and what an over this has been! An absolutely brilliant over. Dot, dot, one, dot, dot. Just one run so far. This is the power play. Can you believe it? Really completely bringing his team back into the game. And now this time swings it. No is the answer. Can he get back in time? Yes, he does. And Varun Lochap saying the same thing. The fielder's right there. We don't need those risky runs right now. That's the end of the power play. And well, it's 54 for 2 after 6 overs. So we start with a risky single in this over, and this is the first over after the power play. They've chosen give Piyush Lora the mantle, and now good start for him overall. Touch there, really, really good bowling. Just gets a slight nick on it that time. Now this time in the air, there's a fielder underneath, but it's gonna just sail past him, and an absolutely massive six there. Now this time in the air, there's a fielder underneath, but it's now this time in the air, there's a fielder underneath, but it's gonna just sail past. And now good ball. Well, we saw something quite odd earlier. We had a batter just running onto the field earlier from the batting side, I would say. It looked like he had something he wanted to do regarding the batter on strike. We didn't quite understand what happened, but he just ran in and then ran off. Well, odd things happen in the game of cricket, don't they? So we continue, but here you can see that brings the over to an end. A really good over, except for that six, and it's 61 for 2 at the end of 7 overs. Oh, that's a swing and a miss, and that misses the wicket keeper as well. Just runs behind for four, and that is so lucky for Varun Lochab. Not only did it spare him his wicket, but it got their team. Oh, that's a swing and a miss, and that misses the wicket keeper. Lady Luck is just looking down on you and giving you those little gifts. 22 for 15 now, Varun, and 10 of 11 from Akshay, who needs to certainly speed up his scoring rate. Mayank Sangvir, really good first over. You remember just one run off it, the final over of the power play that was, and now just smashed on towards the leg side. It's gonna get them a single. Once again, and towards the leg side, towards mid wicket there. It's just gonna get them a single. So slightly smartened up in rotating strike now that the power play has opened up. Good ball this time. In the attack once again. This time maybe wide. Just gonna miss, and then it goes all the way behind for four again. So the wicket keeper under pressure once again. And that will get them another four. Well, Mayank not be happy with that. You can see. Just gonna miss, and then it goes all the way behind for four again. This time a really good contact, and well, into the hands of the fielder there. Ultimately, really good fielding. Once again, this time hits it towards the leg. Gonna get them a single. So we're racking up the runs now. Taking good singles. They're rotating strike well between themselves. So once again, final ball here. Swing and a miss. You can see slightly just misses that, and ultimately 75 for 2. The hands of the as the next over just about to begin in front of us. We've completed 8 overs here, just 2 overs to go. Varun Lochab 24 runs from 18 balls, sorry, and Akshay Chadda 12 from 13, 75 for 2 after 8 overs. Once again now in the attack, and now there's a fielder right there, and oh well, a chance. I think that was a good chance in the end. We'll see that once again. That looked like a really good chance and well, straight into the hands of the fielder and just overran it in the end, I think. Oh well. Well, you have to seize on these chances, don't you? Now this time cuts once again. Vansh Agarwal, really good bowling. Absolutely brilliant bowling so far. This time, just try to swing it behind. I think he's going to find the gap here. And brilliantly hit there by Akshay Chadda. Well, a lifeline for him as well earlier. And well, he says thank you so much. This time, gets those big runs for his team. Hits it behind. Tries to swing it behind. I think he's going to find the gap here. And well, that's going to get them 4 runs. Now in the attack. Just a defense, no from Varun Lechab, and that is good. You don't, once again, you don't need to give away those wickets in these conditions, do you? Defense once again. So good bowling from Vansh Agarwal. That 4 runs, but other than that, 0-0-4, 0-0, and one ball to go. But if they can get another boundary here, this will have turned out to be a good over in the end. And now swing and a miss. No from Varun Lochap. So that's going to be the end of this over as well. Ninth over comes to an end. 79 for 2, close to 80. I would say if they breach your 90 runs, 10 runs in the last over, it's still on a good track because 90 in the first 10, maybe 110, 120 in the next 10 would set them up at a good stage. And this is where your power play becomes crucial. That when these overs are coming in, it doesn't really derail you that much. The overs where you score less. And now, really, really good start. Remember, Kavya Jain went for 22 runs earlier, so they need something really good from him. Once again in the attack. And this time towards the leg, huge appeal, but I think it was missing the leg stump comfortably at that too. So really good start here by Kavya. Once again now, and now hits his leg and running from Varun Lochab. Well, that was close. That was a good throw, and that could have been very expensive for them to lose Varun in that way. Really big risk taken there. He's done well to go around the wicket. And again on the leg, really good bowling. What a comeback over this has been for Kavya. Again on the leg, try to cut it there. They're gonna get a single, needs to run back in time. And really good over by Kavya now. Really, really good over in the end. And this time in the air, and it's going to find the gap there. 4 runs, much needed, very well hit. A brilliant over from Kavya Jain comes to an end. Just the final ball deceiving him a little bit. And this time in the air, and it's going to
That's not
find
going to be
the
good enough,
gap.
isn't it?
86 for 2. So that's the score. It's 86 for 2 at the end of 10 overs, and that's the half point of the first innings. So 10 more overs to go, and we're going to see at the end of 10 overs how much of a score they're going to have in the end. See you very soon. A short drinks break here, and then we go again. So we saw that brilliant four, and now once again in the air, that is connected absolutely brilliantly. Varun Lochab has unleashed a flurry of shots now. 6-4-6, and well, he's up to 48, and the team are
Once
just
again in the air,
bursting up
that
the ranks. This is
connected
exactly
absolutely
what the
brilliantly.
bowling team feared. Didn't want Varun at the crease at this point, but they've not been able to get his wicket. He has approached this game incredibly smartly. He's seen wickets go in front of him. He's seen those opportunities of singles that he's denied multiple times, not wanting to take this risk, and he's up to 48 off just 28 now. Varun Lochab has played 3 balls more than his partner and scored a total of 26 runs more in those 3 balls. So 48 of 28. And now once again a brilliant contact, but a fielder coming underneath him. Maybe he's gonna try and catch that one, but no is the answer. Four has been signaled by the umpire there, and with that, the half
And
century
now once
runs up
again
as
a
well.
brilliant contact, but
It sees
fielder
the
coming
fielder.
underneath
What a
him.
chance to take that one. That was always going to be a difficult catch. But well, 4 runs comes to the four as well. So 52 on the board for Varun and 117 up now. That's maybe going to be a wide. No. So that's a fair delivery. That ends the over finally for Jian Jain. And well, 117 for 2. 21 runs of the previous over. Absolutely massive over. And now swing and a miss, and the wicketkeeper once again failing to get that one. And that's going to get them 4 more runs. That's the third time now that it's happened. Swings once again in the gap, and the fielder, where they're going to stop it at a single, won't he? Really tense moment now. Vansh Agarwal in the attack. 2 really good overs from Vansh. Just 15 runs conceded. And now he started. Vansh wants to get a wicket here. And that was as close as it gets. Really, really close there. Just changing the field up a little bit. Varun Lochab at 53. Akshay Chadda at 23. Varun Lochab, can he add another 20, 30 runs for his team? Take them to a really, really good level, and then maybe. And now once again trying to find the gap there. Just goes past the first fielder. Covered in the deep by the second. Just a single. Good keeping this time. That's an improvement, isn't it? That's what you need. You need the keeper to be reliable, to be able to grab Those bowling that's a little bit loose. Now in the attack again, stepping out this time, hitting it on the full toss actually. It's just a single. This time he's a little well down the line, but he's going to take one bounce before reaching the fielder there. Didn't get the purest of contacts. Maybe would have wanted something more, something better. So that brings the 13th over to an end. One Agarwal good over in the end. 126 for 2 after 13 overs. And well, the partnership between the both of them really looking good now, isn't it? The projected score is a little bit down. It's down to 194. They would have wanted something around 210 to 20, I'm sure about that. But there is always scope for acceleration. This time it's in the air. It's maybe going to be in the gap. Just bounces before the fielder there. So, time to bring a new bowler in the attack. Kunal Mehta Venezia. Well, Venezia strikers, isn't it? And Mr. Venezia now, can he bring the wicket? Can he break this partnership? It's been a long time, but we've seen both of these just play comfortably at the crease. And now uses his foot to stop that. Well, brilliant piece of fielding. We see that once again. Look at that, really, really cool fielding actually. Look at that, just goes and looks like it was going to run for four and just kicked side past it back into the field and really good fielding there. Smart fielding, he couldn't adjust his body in time, so just uses his foot. I'm sure he plays some football, some kick-ups back home now. This time, maybe trying to find the gap there, but the fielder should be favorite, and he is, and immediately sends it back. So, not finding it as easy to get those boundaries now. Akshay Chadda and Varun Locha, the field set really working well in the favor of the Venezia strikers. Now, slight confusion there. Are they going to get another one? No is the answer. Well, so still something on the board, and the runs keep coming in. Two balls to go. And now there you have it. Well, right in front of us. The danger man. We were talking about it, the need to break this partnership and how Mr. Venezia had to be the one maybe and it just fools him with that bounce. It's spinning in, keeping low and right there. An important inning comes to an end. Really well played by Varun Locha. 56 runs, but they needed a little bit more from him, didn't they? Let's see. But now, sort of Savla at the crease and 130 for 3. 13.5. The over just about to come to an end, and a really important wicket by Kunal Mehta. The third wicket falls in the 14th over. Now, final ball of the over, just a single off it. Saurav Savla gets off the mark, single for him, and back on strike in the next over. And Akshay Chadda now 25 of 30. What kind of role can Akshay Chadda play now? Is he going to be the one who keeps anchoring the innings, telling Saurav Savla to be the one who strikes? Or is Akshay Chadda now finally going to start hitting those big ones? Now, starts, and well, a shout there. So, Mayank Sangvi, really good bowling so far. And now it's another full toss, and it's going to go for a six. Brilliantly hit by Saurav Sabla. What a start! What an introduction! And Mayank Sangvi has been one of the best players, one of the best bowlers today. And well, Mayank Sangvi really smash good bowling so far. For a six, just like that. What a turn of wrist! Just flicks his wrist slightly and opens the face of the bat on the full toss. Goes for a six. And this time, once again, right in the spot, right in the block hole by Mayank Sangvi. They need more runs. They need to keep scoring those big ones. They need 8, 10, 10, 12 runs and over, and one biggie of 20 runs. Otherwise, they're really running below par here. Good bowling, really limiting bowling by Venezia strikers. Now it's hit down the line. I think it's going to get them a single after all. Just short of long off. So just a little bit of conversation between the players there. Now that was close again. Another shout, isn't it? Oh, that's a good cut. That's a really good cut, and that's gonna get them 4 runs. Really well hit. You can see found the gap brilliantly there. Once again, we're gonna see this happen right in front of us. Just cuts it. Oh, that's a good cut. That's a really good cut, and that's gonna get so fine. Perfectly timed. Really good four by Akshay Chadda. Hit well now. And now, that's going to get them fourth. So, for a moment, we thought that the fielder's going to get there. It was really well hit. Caught it brilliant. He just swung his bat, sweeped it, raised above, and the fielder almost got there in the end, but just narrowly misses out. And a very welcoming four now to Kunal Venezia of all people, who just conceded 4 runs in the previous over and took the very important wicket of Varun Lochab. Saurabh Savla now 12 of 6, 29 of 32 for Akshay Chadda. Very good strike rate. Saurabh going down the line again this time, and that's going to be a maximum. Fearless batting here from Saurabh, and he's been sent here for exactly that. Go and play your heart out, son, and just get those big sixes. Saurabh going down the line again, taking the strike rate up. He's racking up the score. I think he's going to come here for a big innings, not a long innings. This time again, that was so close on the stump. So close indeed. This time over the fielder once again. One bounce, and that's 4 runs. Really good hitting by Saurabh. 4, 6, 4, 14 of the over already. This is what they needed. See, once again, the steps out brilliantly, latches onto it, raises it above, and once you cleared the shorter fielder there, it's gonna get you 4 runs. It's 156 for 3. The 150 has come up as well. 156 for 3 in 15.4 overs, and now they're on good track again. Now in the air and just lands before the fielder. So once again, a swing and a miss. Now good bowling and a really good end to the over. After all, it's 157 for 3 after 16. 4 overs to go, and they need to continue at this rate. Now, yet again, we start with bowler in the attack and gets a cut slightly. And I think he's gotten very lucky there because he's got to run behind for 4 runs. Well, Lady Luck shining there. And that's a lucky four in the end. Really lucky. Clips slightly in the air. And I think he's got a very lucky there because he's got to run behind for 4. And now straight down the line. I think the fielder's going to be favorite there, but no. Just goes underneath him in the end. That's going to be 4 more. See the replay right here. And now straight down the line. I think the fielder is going to be favorite there, but no. Let's see, just really, really well struck down the line and very important runs now. Kavya Jain needs change variation a little bit. Third over for him and really good striking between Akshay and Saurabh. Saurabh up to 32 now of just 13 balls. Really good striking. Try to cut once again, and now the fielder favorite there gets back on strike. And now Saurav Savla on strike. One ball for him. Is he going to go for another biggie? Now Saurabh once again tried to strike brilliantly, but finds the fielder this time. So that's going to be that. That brings the over to an end. Two fours in the start, and then a good recovery from Kavya once again. 10 runs of the over, 168 for 3 after 70 overs. That's hit well, and now the fielder. Well, what a chance that was. We thought that was going to be taken. That was a really important opportunity. And he drops that, puts that down. Catches win you matches. Catches win you matches. That's what they say. And here, Vanch Agarwal has been brilliant with the ball all throughout, and that was so narrowly hit. And well, the slip there was ready, wasn't it? Now, try to find a gap there, the fielder this time. No mistakes. There it is. The wicket that he wanted. Sort of Savla loses his wicket there. Tries to go down the ground. Well, they needed to strike, didn't they? Try to find a gap there. The ball there. Really this time. The fielder in the team really doing well this time. And no risk, no mistakes from him. So that's a wicket now. An important wicket at an important time. Just halts the momentum a little for them. 170 for 4. They need those 10 12 runs per over, don't they? Now, just a slight nick there. And this could be a really good over here from one so far. Just 2 runs off it. And a wicket, a very crucial wicket. Nihal now at the crease. He knows his aim is simple. Either go for the big ones, risking a wicket, you know. Good shot there, but just gonna get him a single, I think. Yes. Once again, it's in the air now. The fielder coming onto it, and this time he takes it brilliantly. And Akshay Chadda has been dismissed as well. 30 from 36, a decent innings. Once again, it's in the air now. The fielder coming on to
Same
this time
bowler,
he
same
takes it
fielder, same
brilliant.
catch.
Absolutely brilliant running to come onto the catch there. Takes it confidently, does not let it go. And this could be such a defining over. Just 2 runs off it and 2 wickets. What brilliant death bowling here. Now towards the leg, and it's going to be a wide now. So Mayank Sangvi in for his final over. 22 runs given in 3 overs. Good bowling, no wickets yet. And now final over for him, facing two really new batters, Munish and Nihal. And now where once again, what a strike! They're really coming back into the game, and in what fashion! Brilliant bowling towards the end here. You can see once again, try to swing, and now wicket there. So Nihal has gone as well. 3 wickets in the span of 6 balls. What is happening to the Island Cricket Club? And the match could be decided in just these 3 overs. It's such a tight game, and it's been really well drilled, well performed by the batting side so far. But it could all come down to these 2 overs. The previous overs might not matter because now they're really short of runs and the balls are running out. Once again, swinging to the gap, just a single that brings Munish on strike. Devay Jain and Munish now at the crease. Munish now, the left-hander facing off. And really good bowling again by Mayank. Mayank and Vansh have been incredible today. So, Munish facing up now. And gets a slight nick and well, the umpire says pad. He's not that interested in it. We heard a sound, looked like might have got something on it, but no, says the umpire. For lifeline once again now. They need runs and well, they seem to be stuck here. And this brilliant death bowling performance by Venezia strikers might just put them in the finals. Hit well and now it's going to run behind the fielder getting there. Is he going to reach? Well, that runs all the way for four, doesn't it? Gian trying his all to make it there in time. Kicks it slightly, but that's lucky four in the end. Hit well and now it's going to run behind the fielder getting there. The ball just rolls up straight and hits the boundary line in the end. So, just placing those fielders at the boundary line for the leg side now. Playing towards the off. Now, misfield there. And a lot of confusion there, and lucky in the end to not get out. A lot of confusion right in front of us. Munish, swing and a miss now, and that's going to be the end of the over. So 19 overs done, 178, and it's not looking that good for the Island Cricket Club, especially the last few overs. They need some 10-15 runs in the last over anyhow. Well, can someone do that? Can someone step up, take responsibility, and produce those runs? That's the question we're going to see, and who's going to take the responsibility to bowl the final over. 178 for 6 after 19 overs. Now, once again. And now this time hit into the gap and brilliantly hit. That's going to bring them 4 runs. Devai gets off the mark. 4 runs in the final over so far of the first ball. They need a lot more from him. Can he produce that? And now this time hit into the gap and 4. Brilliantly really well played by Devai. They were assessing the field once again. There's options, there's no one fine, but it's difficult to get that. You really need to play a Surya Kumar Yadav type shot to get it over the backside. The 3 fielders on the leg side, all of them move to the boundary now because they know where he's going to hit and where the bowler's going to bowl as well. And now, good ball. Just a single of it. Really good ball. Chal. So now 183 to 6. Munish on strike. Can he get something on the board as well? Swing and a miss from him. Really good bowling. Another good ball, but that's going to be a wide. Well, a lucky lifeline. So, a few balls still yet to go. Three balls still remain. So now, three more balls to go. Just 6 runs, sorry, of the over so far. They need more, don't they? They really do. And is Munish going to be able to get that? Now, try to find the gap then. A single is all they get. Good fielding. Really good fielding in the end. Almost grabbed that, almost took that wicket. But they get that single and they were on strike again. So, is it going to be leg side again? Let's see where Kavya chooses to ball. Moving field a little bit, making it a lot more square actually. And now straight. And are they going to come back for two? And well, there it is. Is he back? Is he back in the crease? There's a huge shout. And the umpire just walking back. I think he's safe. Well, I think he's safe. Really ran back in the end. Ran back well. If he's safe and the umpire's happy with that. So, 2 runs right there. Really good running by Devay. And now they need a 4 or 6, don't they, to end it in style. Are they going to be able to do that? Final ball of the innings. 187 on the board. Devay just looking to the field set. And a swing and a miss. And there it is. They get really good bowling by Kavya, and that's going to be that. So it's 187 after 20 overs, 188 to chase. Not the biggest total here. We've seen a lot more, but defensible, quite defensible in the end. Ireland Cricket Club put up 187, and the Venezia Strikers need 188 to win. It's all for the chase now that's going to come back very soon. So when the second over now, the chase is on 11 runs of the first over. Devay Jain now given the responsibility of the second over. Good start for him, but can he keep it up? Kunal Mehta, good defense there, and well, just lets it run for a wide smartly. To add to that, well, the wicket keeper, well, he was smart at just blocking it, wasn't he? Now, really well hit, and that's going to go all the way. What a shot that is. Let's see the replay once again. Absolutely brilliant. Really and that goes big. So, sweeping out to be a good over for the batting side. Really good 6 and a 4. And now, 12 runs from the over already. They've started brilliantly so far. And now down the line, the fielder's going to be there. So, just a single. That is it to end the over. 24. I think there's going to be another ball, maybe. Yeah. All right. Hit really well. Only a single. Now Varun Lochab has been brought into the attack. Mr. Reliable, and there's a huge shout. And it's gonna just remain a shout, isn't it? Hit really well now. The fielder there. And now just lofted over. Will he get there in time? No chance. That's 4 more runs. And now just lofted over. Will he get there in time? Head down the line now. So, good over so far from Varun, except for that four that he just conceded. Hit hard and nobody getting underneath it. Now, can he stop it from that four? Good fielding there. Really, really good fielding by Saurabh once again. Absolutely brilliant fielding. Only 1 run from that. Brilliant, brilliant fielding. Now, once again, we're on the attack. To the fielder. And that's going to be that. So, good over from Varun so far. And it's 31 for no loss after 3 overs. They started with a brilliant strike rate here. So now, Janet Simlani in the attack again. And starts with a bouncer. She's just making it a little bit difficult. Good ball by Janet now. Once again, this time just misses the fielder and a brilliant shot there. That's going to bring 4 more runs for Nihal. Brilliant four by Nihal. See once again. Good hit once again. See right in front of us. They've taken a very good position here in the power play and they're going for those big shots fearlessly, chasing the total down. Hit once again, and now that's gonna be 4 more, maybe. No, the fielder gets there this time. Now, once again, just a single. 10 runs of the over so far, so they're consistently getting those big runs, aren't they? Now, final ball. Tries to cut it, and wow, that's going to get him 4 more runs. I don't think he meant that, but that's going to bring him 4 more runs to his total and the team's 45 and no loss now. Tries to cut it, and wow, that's going to get him 4 more runs. I don't think he meant that. So, just re-strategizing here a little. The ICC, the Ireland Cricket Club, they need to just get their bearings right a little. And just a little bit issue with the bat, maybe with the grip, I think. Now, once again, this time will be a wide. So, really important to bring Varun Loche back in the attack. And let's see how he progresses through the over. Really good bowling by him. Pace off as well. Good spin on it. Has a really smart approach as well. But only 4 overs for each bowler, so he can't do more than 4. Others need to step up and do their job as well if they wish to go on to the finals. And same for the batting side right now, who are doing their job brilliantly. And now here's an opportunity, and what a catch! What a brilliant catch taken, Varun Lochev. Well, he takes the very, very important wicket, breaks up this partnership. And right here, you can see just spins it slightly, just takes a nick off the bat, and really good catch there by Bruce. So, the first wicket falls, and now we have a man down, 46 for 1. Nihal still up there at 37. But Kunal Mehta has been dismissed, and Chirag Shah now, next man on 3. Warren back in the attack now, facing Chirag this time. And now, well, huge appeal, huge appeal. Nothing from the umpire. Well, absolutely massive appeal there. Brilliant ball by Varun. Back in the attack now, facing. Well, I think it was right in the end. That's the only difference, wasn't there? Just a little bit over the top, maybe. Now, once again, Varun in the attack. Really good bowling by him so far. Changed the shape of the game. And good fielding there in the deep as well. And now, slightly overthrow there. Just needs to be smart with those throws. Can't be giving cheap runs like that. And well, so just an extra there. So, few more balls left now. Again in the attack. Varun. Good spin and almost took the wicket there. What brilliant bowling by him. So, another ball to go. This is going to be the end of the fifth over after this. Just one over left in the power play. Good recovery so far by Varun. And now the final ball, another appeal. And this time the umpire not interested again. And wow, that's the end of the fifth over. Another appeal. And this time the umpire. Hit really well now. Once again, good bowling. Really good comeback here. Of course, this is the first over. First over here for Minesh Adani. Nihal still at the crease. Who is the crucial man as of now? 38 of just 17 for him. And now, really well hit in the gap. Once again, he's going to get 4 more runs, Nihal. Absolutely brilliant performance
And
by him.
now
And
38
this
for
is
just
the danger man for them.
17
This
for
is the
him.
man they need to get the wicket off.
And now, really well
Really
hit
well
into the
played
gap.
by Nihal.
Once again, he's going to.
Now, once again, good fielding there. So they decided to bring Varun back in the attack now. Really interesting approach using his third over up already. And maybe they're counting on a wicket. Maybe they want to try and get Nihal's wicket here. And the question is, can they do that? Well, for now, Chirag on strike. In the attack again. Good bowling, really good bowling, and they're taking it very smartly. Of course, it's the first over after the power play, 54 for one so far. So just taking it a little bit slow. Chirag Shah just taking his time, not taking a risk, just maybe choosing to see out Varun's over once again. In the attack now, and good ball by Varun. Once again now, in the attack, Varun just gets a slight nick of it. And well, that's just rolling towards the fielder there. It's gonna go well for 4 runs. Once again now, swing into the gap maybe, and in no man's land. Well, so the over not conceding a lot of runs. Apart from that four we saw earlier, still a decent over. And well, no wicket yet. They want that wicket, don't they? They want a wicket here. This is the final opportunity for him to take one. And now swings it, hits it well into the gap there. The fielder getting there. Good fielding in the deep. Really good fielding. Just limited to a single. That's going to bring the seventh over to an end. 61 for 1 after 7 overs. They're on par so far. And Nihal, what an innings it's been. Now, once again, hit down the line. Good fielding. Really good fielding again. And now, well, that was close. Well, and it runs all the way behind, and the 50 comes up for Nihal. Nihal Kataria, brilliant performance so far, and he has been the man on a mission. Just takes a lucky nick, rolls behind for 4, and Nihal 50 comes up of just 23 balls. And now, well, good ball once again. So, Minesh once again in the attack. Nihal Kataria on strike. And this time it's in the air. Where's it gonna go? One bounce and goes for four. Really well hit there. And well, brilliant for much needed for 2 fours of the over already. And they're really heading slowly and steadily but comfortably towards victory, aren't they? The Venezia strikers are in the driving seat right now. Current run rate close to 9, required run rate around 10. A wicket is what the bowling side desperately needs. Question is, are they going to get that in the air? This is going to be a maximum, a giant hit, absolutely giant hit, and that is a maximum sure. What an end! What a brilliant, brilliant six that is. Now, Nihal Kataria, absolutely amazing batting, 61 of just 26. In the attack again, this time tries to flick it slightly. It'll be a single, and that brings him back to strike. 77 for 1 at the end of 8 overs, and it's going to bring Nihal back on strike. So, what kind of solution do they have? What can they do? What can they throw at Nihal? Because they need to break this partnership, and more than partnership, they need his wicket. And Nihal, on the other hand, absolutely monstrous performance. So now, yet again, who's going to grab Brijinder Anand now, given the responsibility, he's in the attack. In the attack now. Oh, that was close, and that might just roll back all the way for 4 now. The slight cut there. Well, 4 runs there. That was just about to spin and just gets his cut. Did he get something?
Oh,
on
that
it?
was close,
Yes,
and
he
that
did. He
might
just
just
roll
roll
back all the way for 4 now. The slight cut there.
all
All the way for 4 runs. Really well played. Well-intentioned shot there. This time lifts it over. Oh, the fielder there. Poor fielding in the end. Really needs to be more aware. Well, the celebrations. This time lifts it over. Oh, the field. Now, once again, bridge in the attack. Need to be tighter in the field. This is a heavy moment, and it's heating up, and that's going to be 4 more. So 3 in a row, 3 fours back to back. And that is a brilliant performance. And the tide of this match is completely shifting now. Full toss is not the best approach. You don't want to give that opportunity, especially someone like Nihal, who's up to 74 of just 30 balls now. He's really taking the match away, and it's just 99 runs needed now. And this time, well, that's a chance. What a chance that was. Best chance of the game to take Nihal's wicket. He got him done there, and the wicket keeper. What a chance, what an opportunity that was. Chance of the game to take Nihal's wicket. And now hit large, and that's going to bring him another 4. Absolutely brilliant hitting once again. It's going to bring him one more 4. And not playing to the field setting, is he? Just getting his spin wrong there. 93 for 1 now in almost 9 overs. 95 needed of just 67. And 78 of just 32. What a performance it's been from Nihal. They need his wicket soon, otherwise the match is gone from there. And now another brilliant shot. That's going to be 4 more, I'm sure. Runs once again. 5 fours in the over. What an over this has been. Gone 20 runs off it. And now another brilliant shot. That's ultimately 4 more, I'm sure. No answer from the ICC. Now once again trying to find the gap there, and that's going to run for four again. 100 up for the team. Look at that, once again cut into the gap. Now once again trying to find the gap there. It's going to run for. Now Vinay Chadwa in the attack now. First over for him starts off with a four, but a good return ball now. Nihal up to 82 from 33. We still can't get over this performance. It's a match-winning performance, and well, it deserves something which we might see it coming now. But it's just one wicket so far. So many excellent batters yet to come. And this time, ball slightly short. It's going to be a single. And look at him just walking back comfortably. So, Nihal on strike again. 82 of 33. What a brilliant performance we've seen. This is 360 to cricket. He's hit shots everywhere. And now they take him on once again. And now once again, just rotating strike there comfortably, playing off and getting a single. Really confident display from him. Once again now. And now just in the air slightly. Gonna get them another single. Singles are fine currently for the Island Cricket Club. Singles are good, but the singles are being taken out of control from the Venezia strikers, not out of necessity. They're in control. They've taken a good approach, and Nihal is still at the crease. So it's going to be interesting to see how the match shapes up after this final ball, because this is the last ball now of the 10th over. And well, just gets that nick there. Just going to be a single as well, I think. So a single to end an over. Relatively good over, 8 runs off it. And at the 10 over mark, it's 105 for 1. Change of ends now. Is this gonna bring in some luck for the Island Cricket Club? Devajan starts against Nihar, and Nihal once again slightly caught off guard, but survives. Once again now. That slide bouncer just cut off the top of his glove, I think there. Once again now. See once again the bouncer there just catching him. Oh god, and yes, it came off. Slide bouncer on the edge of his bat and the glove. Difficult to catch. Once again now. Just cuts it very well into the gap. The fielder there. Really good fielding. Really good fielding there, and make sure that it's restricted to a single. A good start for Devajan. They need the second half of the innings to be amazing. Now, once again, and now once again to the fielder. Good fielding so far, really good fielding. Good touch once again, and that's gonna get them a single. The bowler trying to stop it there, but well, not good enough yet. Just went by him. And now catches the call, and he's dropped that. Well, that was the chance, wasn't it? What a chance in the end. And well, that would have been so crucial. Look at that. Get something on, and that would have been so important. The catch it, calls, and it's just behind him in the end. And I think he's going to touch behind and come back. That's the question. So asking, what is it that they're going to give at the end? So now, a lifeline for Nihal, 86 for him so far. And who's back in the attack now? And well, there's a shout there. Shout there of stumping, and the umpire not interested. You can see a huge shout there.
well, there's a shot there.
Well, that was a close call, wasn't it? And in the end, he survives. He survives, doesn't he? So once again, Singham, this has been a good over so far. So, really good bowling by Vinay Chawla, creating those chances. This was a good chance, but ultimately, lifeline again. And now in the air, two people underneath it, and it's dropped once again. Thrown back, and they're going to take another run from the overthrow there. We see the replay once again in the meanwhile. Chance here that was. Once again, this was the third opportunity to get Nihal's wicket. Just tried to lob it in the air. Two people underneath it. Two fielders converging. One gets his hand on it, but ultimately, no one can keep it in their hands. And now, this time, no mistake. Nihal goes again, and he's going for the big ones. And this time, bowl them. What a wicket! He gets that, man. Fourth chance in the end. Brilliant innings comes to an end. I think he's a little knackered as well. He's tired. Looks to be taking time. No mistake. A few deep breaths as well, but in the end, they get that important wicket and appreciation from the dugout because a brilliant innings comes to an end. 87 for Nihal Kataria. And well, it's 79 in just 51 balls now. So now we start again. Good cut. So Karan Surana, the new batter at the crease now. Chirag, who's been decently experienced now, 13 from 16 balls, not accelerated as much as you would want, but he's now maybe this is a chance for him to pick up some slack while Karan just gets himself accustomed. Final ball of the over. Brilliant bowling by Vinay. 10 runs from 2 overs so far, 11 of 2 overs, and a wicket as well. Brilliant bowling performance by Vinay. And now that brings the over to an end. It's 111 for 2 in 12 overs and just 4 extras. So 111 now. Jan in the attack. Third over for him. Really good bowling by Devay. You can see the belief growing in the Island Cricket Club now. Maybe if they grab a couple of early wickets once again now, not early, but back to back rather, consecutive, they'll really be comfortably back. For now, and now hit well down the line. Fielder there did well. They need to first and foremost just make sure they don't give away extra runs. You've seen a few moments, more than a few moments of misfielding. And in the first innings as well, we saw that with the Venezia strikers, and now we're seeing slightly loose fielding at times from the Island Cricket Club as well. And the team that gets those catches right, takes those run outs possibly, and tight fielding to add. Well, that could be wide there, I think. And now, chance there, maybe just opportunity. Hits the stumps directly, and he played that wide straight to the fielder, I think, and no runs. So just 1 run in the over so far. Devay Jain, brilliant bowling. In the attack once again. And now another piece of good bowling. Good fielding there. Chance of run out maybe. Huge shout, and well, he was back in. Needed a faster throw, but good running between the wickets. We'll have a look once again how close it was. Look at that. Just and now another piece of good bowling. Run. Good fielding there. So just a little bit of a move there. Maybe. And well, he was safely inside by then, wasn't he? 2 runs of the over so far. Now just looking around, just trying to assess the pitch a little. A good opportunity again, maybe. Just get something on it. Did he get something on it though? Well, the umpire's happy with that. So 113 to 2 after 13 overs. Just 2 runs of this over. What a brilliant over at such a crucial moment from Devay. And now the run rate is down to 8.7 and the required run rate up to 10.7. 75 needed of 42 balls now. Chirag Shah now at the crease. 14 runs on the board already. He has to be the one to step up. And Vinay Charwa has been called back in the attack. 11 runs so far. crucial wicket earlier. Now he faces Chirag. What's the approach going to be? Good ball, really good length and line by him. Difficult to pick it up, very difficult to hit it off. The length that he goes for is absolutely perfect. Now, when I'm back in the attack, and now he's hit it down straight. They're going to get another single as Brijinder just stops it at a single. Now, strike rotation, good so far. Couple of singles in the first two balls. And now, once again, good bowling, really good bowling there. So it's really finding his length right. We spoke about it earlier. Just 13 runs given so far in his spell. Really good spell for him. And we saw similarly important spells from Mayank and Vansh in the innings earlier. And well, those are the kind of spells that bowlers here have to replicate as well. Those, oh, just so close again. Now, they're encouraging, really do a good job encouraging him. And now he tries to go down the line this time. Just a single. Good power behind it, but the timing wasn't that good. So 3 runs of the over so far, 5 balls down, and then this brings Karan Surana back on strike. Now, once again, wide was an ask, but the umpire's happy with it. So that's the end of the over. Brilliant bowling in front of us, 116 for 2 after 14. So now Minesh Advani in the attack, and now they try to find the gap there, but it's only going to be a single. He's gone for 22 in 2 overs. A little expensive compared to the peak bowlers today, the premium bowlers. But Minesh has an opportunity to recover something here. Is this his chance? Because he's facing two not so set bowlers. And now, down the line, that's going to go huge all the way for a six. That's exactly what they needed from Karan Surana. And a huge six down the line. Two not so set bowlers. Now, down the line, that's going to go huge all the way. Now, really good shot from Karan Surana. 9 from 9 now. Just covers up the entire strike rate for himself. And what kind of response can we see from Adani? And now, well, good ball this time. Good response from Minesh Advani. Minesh Adani, rather. They bowl once again. They come once again now. He needs another 4 or 6. Is he going to go for that? Really good cut. That's deep. Will the fielder reach there? And good fielding in the deep. Really good fielding. So once again, just single. A single of the first ball, then a six. Dot and a single. The batting team needs a 4 or 6 now, and the bowling team, well, they need to avoid any kind of boundaries here. So who's going to come out on top? Really crucial 2 balls here. 8 runs of the over so far already. And once again in the gap, and that can roll for 4, I think. But the fielder gets there in time. Really good fielding by him. We've seen those long on and long off areas. The ground is a little bumpy there. The ball just takes an unexpected bounce at times, and that's why we were wondering if it would just bamboozle the fielder there. But really good fielding once again. 9 of the over still. 4 really good balls. 1 ball that was smacked away for 6. And now this time again, that might go all the way. Another 6. 15 runs of the over. And this is the kind of over they needed, and they've got exactly that from Dinesh Adani. This is the over that ICC had to avoid, and again, that might go all the way. Venezia strikers were looking for 2 6s off it. So now we start once again. This time, Vinay Charwa has been chosen to bring in his expertise, his brilliant bowling here. Final over for him. This will be the end of his spell. Just 15 runs in his spell so far. 1 wicket as well. They need more bowlers to step up in this kind. Karan now. Couple of sixes in the previous over. Can he replicate something similar? Just a single. 4 balls to go. few singles. 133 on the board now for 2 overs. Last 28 balls now. We're in the death overs. We're in the last five, and they need a decent score. 57 was needed at the start of this over. They need two really good overs, the bowling side, if they wish to get something out of this today. And now, not that kind of bowling. What a brilliant strike there. What a brilliant strike. Took his step back, held himself well, and a brilliant six. If they wish to get
Absolute
something
maximum.
out of this. Look at that.
And now,
Heads
not
it
that
with
kind of
venom
bowling. What a
and
brilliant
bypasses
strike
the
there.
boundary there. Chirag Shah. I think it's given a 4 in the end. We're just looking for a confirmation. Looked to be a 6, but it's just given as a 4. And once again down the leg side. This time he responds with a 6. Brilliant, brilliant bowling so far by Vinay Chadwa in the 3 overs before. And just 14 runs in the 3 overs before. And already 12.
And once again down the leg
In
side.
this one. Well, 6 and 4. When have we seen this before? 12 runs in this over already. And they're slowly and steadily cutting down the advantage and moving towards victory on there. 143 on the board now. 2 balls to go. Vinay Charwa, can he come back with a response? A good ball this time. So a wide this time, just an extra, slightly under pressure, isn't he? And just and almost in the hands of the bowler there. Well, he just tried to play with him a little by stepping to the right and left, and then, well, a good over in the end for the batting side. They're marching towards victory, and they're marching towards that final. And let's see how it shapes up in the end. The qualifier 2 now, the tide turning in the favor of the Venezia strikers. So 43 needed now in 4, 10 and over. Who is now going to step up? It's Varun. This is the man they want in this kind of situation. And now hit straight down the line, just a single. They need a wicket here. And now Varun, who has been extremely reliable with the bat and all throughout the tournament, now they're counting on him to bring a change, bring an impact once again. Can he do that? These 5 balls are going to be so important for either side. And now There it is! He gets his man, he gets that wicket. Absolute celebrations galore. Straight at it, just took the pace off right there. And now Karan has been dismissed. He's not happy with that shot, is he? He's not, and that is the important wicket. The ever so important. We see once again right in front of us. Varun, Mr. Dependable, strikes once
And
again.
now,
There it
this
is!
is
This the momentum shift once again. Raghuveer Pratap Singh. He's gonna come in now. And Varun, brilliant performance again. But the rest of the team has to step up as well. They have to take some or the other amount of responsibility, I can say. So yet again now, we're gonna get underway. Raghuveer Pratap Singh is the new batter on craze, and Chirag still there. He's of course accelerated. He's got those few sixes and fours we've seen. And now wide ball. I think that's gonna be. Varun just misses his mark this time. Oh, that was close once again. What a ball. Brilliant bowling from Varun. And this time he's hit well in the gap, and that's going to get them 4 runs. Brilliant shot. Much needed boundary in this over for the batting side. And this time well in the gap, and that's going to get them 4 runs. Now, now on the attack again. Good shot again. And well fielded. Stopped it at the single. So, just one ball to go. Decent over so far. But that 4 just a little costly in the end for Varun. Took an important wicket, and now Chirag comes on strike. Last ball off the spell for Varun, and good ball to end once again. And that's gonna be that. Well, one 152 for 3 after 17 overs, 36 needed of 18 now. I think it's very much in the hands of the Venezia strikers. And let's see how they approach it now. So Raghuveer up to 5 now and Chirag up to 31. Heads down the line. Really well hit to Janet. Is that going to run for 4? And good throwback. Really good throwback there. Janet, 2 overs already for him. He has to respond here. He has to go well because now I think the final 2 overs, one of them is going to be Debay. We already seen Varun Charwa done with his thin spell and Varun. Uh, Now swing and a miss. Swing and a miss there. Really good bowling, and you can see the confidence rising again. They need this to be a good over, and then maybe Debay for the next one. The runs that they require are not that much. It's just 13 and over, easy. 1-6, 1-4 gets you there. But as long as you can limit the boundaries, if you can, it's all so close in the end. Now once again, and now he's connected brilliantly for a maximum. What a 6 from Chirag. He has now found his groove, hasn't he? Absolutely brilliant striking from him. You can see it was just a little short and he could absolutely. And now he's connected brilliantly for, and that's gone for 6. 2 very good balls from Janet and now a 6. Needs to respond well now, Janet. And Chirag full of confidence. And once again, a brilliant shot. Just a single this time. Eight runs of the over so far. Raghuveer now on strike. He's got a good 4 as well. Good strike in him. Now, facing. That's a good touch. And now that's going to be the wicket. Well, there they have it. The run out, unlucky, very unlucky, but in the end, the run out there, he had to take out the touch. And well, Chirag and Raghuveer just in conversation. And well, nothing much they can do about that. Well, what an opportunity. That's nothing more than luck. That's just luck after all, isn't it? And look at that once again. He just ran off already and he's asking Raghuveer to go on to that side, I think. And just that's gonna be the wicket. Do that. Well, it got the wheels dodged. And Chirag, a brilliant innings comes to an end. So Raghuveer Pratap Singh right there, and Chirag 38 of 34. Brilliant innings comes to an end. Who's gonna come in now to help Raghuveer? So Janet gets a very crucial wicket here. Ayush Jain, the new batter on the non-strikers, and then Raghuveer on the strikers. Well, Raghuveer chose not to swap with Chirag there, and now the responsibility lies on him to get a 4 or 6. 8 runs of the over so far. Janet or Raghuveer. Who's going to come out on top? Good connection there. And they're going to go for 2. And all the way back. So 10 runs from the over. And the bowler just not there at the non-striker's end. He just submitted himself and just stood there in the middle as well. Good 2. So it's 162 for 4 after 18 overs. And now the equation is clear. They need 26. 26 in 12 balls. One good over for either side could put them almost into the finals. Now, who's going to step up? Is it going to be Debay Jain? That's what we're thinking about. Debay Jain now, 19th over. averaging just 6 runs per over. Two new batters at the crease. Raghuveer Pratap Singh at 8 from 6. Ayush Jain, well, not faced a single ball so far. And now the responsibility on them to go for those biggies. Fours and sixes needed. And Divay Jain, his mind, his focus only on the wicket. Good ball. Good start for Divay. Can he throw it back? Well, not as fast as the wicketkeeper wanted it. And a single to start. Devai once again. And now straight down the line. It's going to get them a single. They're going to come back for two. And well, good running. Really good running by them. Needed to. Smart running. Really smart running. Now, once again, Devai Jain. Now, a lot of motivations from the sidelines for Raghu. Is he going to respond to that? Steps up, and well, that was a chance. And another chance for run out, maybe. They really need to take these opportunities. That was a chance of stumping, maybe a run out as well. And good bowling so far. Singles are fine, but if you can take those wickets, you need to. This is a qualifier after all. This is a semi final. Ayush Chen now, he comes on strike. 4 runs so far. Another good ball. Just misses him slightly. And once again, you can see so much. They're really sneaking in those runs so smartly. Brilliant running by them. Absolutely brilliant running. Now, 2 balls left. Good ball, and well, there it is. He gets his man. He's played on Raghuveer Pratap Singh, and another wicket there. Celebrations, jubilations. Look at the way they're celebrating because they might feel now, they have left 1 foot good in the final. And well, there it is. He gets his man. Needed He's now played on 7 balls. Pratap Singh, and another wicket there. Now, 1 foot in the final, maybe for ICC. Last ball of the over, swings it well and then gets a very important four. Jihan Jain straight off the bat. Well, 21 was needed of 7 and now 17 needed of 6. What an important four that could turn out to be in the end. Just swings it in the end over the fielder and 17 needed of 6 now. Then gets a take the responsibility. So now we start again. Final over this one and really good start for the ICC. Janet has been given the responsibility. So now Janet has to bowl an over of his life here. Once again, now there's an ask maybe. And the wicket goes up. Well, there was a nick and there is a wicket. Ayush Jain has been dismissed as well. What an over so far. An over of see once again. Straighter line, just a nick. There was voice and there was a lot of call. And two dot balls here. They need 17. And now who's gonna step up to the plate? What a comeback in the end. The match looked to be so much in the favor of Venezia strikers. 171 for 6 now. They need 17 more runs. 17 in 4 balls. Well, this is all that it comes down to. Jihan Jain on the non-strikers end. And who's going to join him? Who's going to take on the mantle, the pressure here? The route to the final has to go through Nikhil Jain. All up to Nikhil and Jihan. Now it's still possible. A few sixes, a six and a few fours. 17 is not impossible, but it is difficult. It's very difficult. Now, full of confidence, Janit Simlani. An important wicket as well. Can he replicate the same? Good ball, and no, that's gone long. Absolutely brilliant hit. Now Nikhil Jain comes to the party. Ball, and no, that's gone long. Well, what do you say to that? What a brilliant form there. Absolutely brilliant. Brings us into the match again. 11 of 3, just a 6 and a 4. That's all he needs, or a couple of sixes. Anything's enough. What an ending in front of us right here. We're shaking in the com box here. What is going through Janet's mind? A dot ball, a wicket, and a 6. This wicket has had everything. This over has had everything. And now, 3 balls left. Nikhil Chen facing off once again. Wide ball. That's going to be a wide. 10 needed now. 10. Very much back in the hands of the Venezia strikers, and Janet Simlani has to bowl incredible balls once again. Now, Janet. Wide again. And are they going to run for a single? So that's two more runs, 3 runs now. This is exactly what you don't want. You don't want wides, and you want extras, and these 3 runs at such a crucial interval. Gian now. Strike change. Gian facing. Good ball. And there he gets his wicket. Run out. The finger goes up. Well, they get another wicket off it. Well, what a crucial time. He tried to come back on strike. Facing. What a run from the wicket keeper. And he gets him. He gets him very clearly. And that is another wicket now. Topsy-turvy, topsy-turvy, completely topsy-turvy. So now 8 off 2. One good ball can change their fortunes. And he drops that. Are they going to come back for two? Now. So they take two. They need a six off the final ball now. What an ender. What a moment right here in front of us. Now, final ball. What is it going to get us? And now that's it. Not a wide, and that is going to be it. Absolutely brilliant bowling. What a ball in the end. The umpire's happy with that, and the match comes to an end. The celebrations start, and well, what an end this has been. What a climax. What an end, and the celebrations right in front of us. And I think he thought it was going to go for a wide. And the Island Cricket Club, we are off to the finals. What an end. What an absolute end. Brilliant, brilliant performance by both sides. Jubilations for the Ireland Cricket Club, and Venezia strikers disappointed, utterly so. A brilliant innings by so many of their batters and bowlers. So look at the celebrations there. Look at how happy they are. And of course, some disappointment from the team in orange as well. And ultimately, well, so close yet so far. Good sportsman spirit there. We can see from both sides shaking hands, just getting done. And ultimately, wow, that was so close. Wow. What a game, what a game. And now this has been an absolutely brilliant game to watch. Hopefully you enjoyed it as much as we did as well. This is perfect semi-final action and somehow both teams continuously fighting till the end. The Island Cricket Club come back into it. Venezia strikers, commiseration, so well played, especially by Nihal, but couldn't go home in the end. Just lost by a few runs. So congratulations and see you very soon for the final. Be sure you're going to be there. Thank you. Bye bye. Good night.